For this final part of this exercise, we're going to apply the action script then, which will first of all stop the bird in flight and then apply a play to the button on the scene. So when we tap the button or click on the button once, then the bird will continue to play or continue to fly. The action script that you see on the scene at the screen at the moment, the first part of the action script then applies a stop, and then the stop applies to the name that we will now give to the bird on the scene. The bird then is our first bird. I'm going to choose just the first bird on the scene here. If I select the instance like so, and then in my properties, which you will find in the windows here, and there's your properties there. So in properties then, key in the name of your bird. In this instance, the bird is called BIRD_1. You can call it whatever you prefer. At this point as well, I'm also going to apply a name to my button. Again, there are 2 buttons. I can put as many buttons as I want on the scene, as long as each button has its own instance name. And this one here, I'm just going to call play_BTN. I'm going to then close my properties file. Going back now to my timeline. I've applied a third and final layer, which I've named actions here, and then by activating my actions panel, again on the Windows actions here, I've keyed in this action script here. So there's my bird_1 dot stop, which stops the bird in flight. And we'll have a look at that now. And you'll notice the bird has stopped in flight here. The other 2 birds remain flying because we didn't apply an instance name to either one of those animations or those instances. Now, the action script then, which will apply a play to that button, and this is the button here. When we activate the button, the bird will then continue to fly. And now the bird flies. Let's just break down that action script. You can see we have play_button, which is the name we gave to the instance of the button on the scene. Dot add event listener, open brackets mouse event dot click, and then we give the play swan a function name. The next line then, after we've closed the brackets, is function, and that function is our play swan. And here it is again, play swan. That function name you apply, and that will then apply directly to that button and that instance. The event listener is an event, open curly brace, and then the event will be to play the bird 1. This is just the basic action script to play. We can apply the same action script again to a 2nd, 3rd or 4th buttons, as long as you give them their individual names and individual functions. And the event then depends on what it is that you want the button to do. We'll look once again at the movie. And you can see now the bird is still stopped, pressing the button, and the bird continues to fly. Just note the bird is not flying in the same sequence as the other birds because we've asked it to continue flying at a different point on the timeline from the movie clip.